Welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media.
Hello and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report. Today's guest is Mr. Arthur Chileshe, Manager, Distribution Engineering, Duquesne Light Company. Arthur, welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Arthur, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what path did you take to get you to your current role as Manager of Distribution Engineering at Duquesne Light Company?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll back up a little bit. I'm originally from Zambia. I moved to the United States in 2001. I was fortunate enough to have a soccer scholarship at Point Park University. So I studied electrical engineering in my undergrad and graduated with a Bachelor of Science in 2007. Right after that, I started my master's in engineering management, and I graduated in 2010. Right after graduation, I was lucky enough to find a job at Duquesne Light. And I started out as a distribution technician, and I was primarily responsible for maintaining the health of the distribution system. The distribution system is, the poles and wires that you see outside of your neighborhood, and not the big towers that you would see when you're driving on a highway. And some of the key aspects of my job included, providing engineering designs for new customers who wanted to be connected to our grids, also providing engineering designs for existing customers who needed a second service. Also, I did damage assessments for power restoration. So if a storm comes through in the Pittsburgh area and you have, the poles and wires on the ground, I will go out there and do some damage assessments and make recommendations for power restoration. Directly after that, I became the supervisor of distribution engineering, and I was in that position for about 8 months. And then I was lucky enough to find another opportunity as a lead engineer for LTIP, which is Long-Term Infrastructure Improvement Plan. Essentially, LTIP is a program approved by the PUC, Public Utility Commission, aiming at enhancing and hardening our infrastructure over like a 5 to 6 year span. In that role, I oversaw engineering contractors working on LTIP projects. And then after having that experience, I had an opportunity to be the manager of distribution engineering. And when I started out, that was around 2018, I believe. And when I started out, we had about 3 supervisors and 23 engineers. So I was managing, a group of 3 supervisors and 23 engineers. And by the time I was leaving to work on a special project, we had about close to 7 or 8 supervisors and 41, 42, or maybe 43 engineers. And I went to work on a special project, and that project involved the configuration of a graphic design tool called DDS. So DDS is essentially a graphic design tool that our engineers use to complete engineering designs. And I was a business lead on that project. And lastly, after that project was done, it was a success. We went live last year. And then when I was done with that project, I came back to the distribution engineering team. And I came back as the manager of distribution engineering, but this time into LTIP. So we have LTIP 2, and I came back to that group. And in my current role, basically, I manage engineers who manage contractors working on the LTIP project. So I was fortunate enough to come to the United States, and especially Pittsburgh, go Steelers, and study and ultimately end up at a company like Duquesne Light.
Wow, that's quite a story, and it's what I would call truly the American dream. And we in Pittsburgh are lucky to have you. Arthur, I recently heard that Duquesne Light Company played a leading role in reestablishing a local chapter of the American Association of Blacks in Energy. Can you talk to me about your role in that and what having a local active chapter means for the community?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start with what ABE is. So basically, like you mentioned, ABE stands for the American Association of Blacks in Energy. It's an organization that focuses on promoting the participation of African Americans or other minorities in the energy industry. They work to ensure that, there is diversity and inclusion in this field. And they also offer opportunities for networking and career development. The funny story here is, I didn't know about ABE about a year and a half ago. So the first time I heard about ABE was from Dear Alexander, who is our current, president for the Pittsburgh chapter. So he attended a conference and was telling me that he attended a conference that is, full of Black excellence in the energy industry. So when I heard that, I was like, I have to see that for myself. It sounded like heaven. And I was fortunate enough to, attend my first ABE conference this year in 2024. And it was exactly how Dio described it. We were surrounded by Black excellence, lawyers, finance people, cybersecurity experts, people with different expertise, all in the energy industry. It also included people, CEOs, VPs, directors, managers, Black excellence everywhere. It was great. So at the conference, they talked about different topics related to the energy industry, but also how that relates to minorities in the energy industry. It was a pretty great experience. When we came back to Pittsburgh, we knew we had to open a new chapter in the Pittsburgh area. We started looking into this and realized that actually in the 80s and 90s, there was a thriving Pittsburgh chapter, but it started fizzling out in about maybe early 2000s. And there has been a few attempts to revive the chapter, but none have been successful. But I believe this time around, we have the support and other resources to make it a success this time around, I would say. We just had a successful launch end of September, and Duquesne Light played a pivotal role in supporting us in those efforts.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
UPMC is committed to addressing the health disparities that disproportionately impact African Americans in our communities. By driving education, training, and programming, and building relationships with our community partners, we can ensure that all individuals and families have access to the preventive care, screenings, and treatment that can lead to healthier lives. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Yeah, who's this? Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub. Nicky, my boy, what you got for me? Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks. What, sleeping with the fishes? Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers. The Godfathers? No, boss, Cigar Fathers, you know. Friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories. Oh, how do you know so much about this place? Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week. What? Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie. But with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsen.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsen.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media, Health, and Business Report. I'm really excited about, learning about this chapter, and I just wanted to ask you if any of our listeners are interested in learning more about your organization, how can they get involved here locally?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, to learn about ABE and explore opportunities to get involved, I recommend visiting a national website. You can go to www.abe.org, which is AABE.org. This will provide you with valuable insight into other organizations' missions and details about different chapters across the country. But if you want to be involved in the chapter in Pittsburgh, I would suggest, become a member. First and foremost, become a member. Your membership helps bolster the chapter's efforts in promoting diversity and inclusion within the energy industry in our area. Second is you can donate. We need donations. No organization can survive without finances, right? So any donations will be appreciated. If you would like to donate, please reach out to us at abepgh@gmail.com. That is AABE, P as in Paul, GH@gmail.com. And lastly, we plan on hosting a couple of networking fundraising events. We will need support, event planning, volunteers for the event so that we can execute successfully. And just attending the events, come and support and network and make meaningful connections. And that will make a pretty big impact for us.
Now, Arthur, we also know that it's important to continuously expand and develop your skills to advance in your career, especially for leadership positions. And now I understand that you were a graduate of the Leadership Institute, also known as TALI. How did that impact your career with Duquesne Light Company?
Yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitude to Duquesne Light for investing in my professional development by allowing me to be part of the Advanced Leadership Institute, also known as TALI. TALI is a leadership program that is dedicated to educating, developing, connecting, and positioning Black leaders for professional advancement. I was part of the second cohort, and I graduated in the spring of this year. The program provided comprehensive training in leadership, covering topics like authentic leadership, executive presence, negotiating strategies, understanding analytics for business intelligence, and finance fundamentals. Here's a good example. I'm an engineer and I understand technology very well, but I don't understand finance. It doesn't come easy to me. But after getting the fundamental finance training at TALI from a CMU professor, I have a better appreciation for finance and how you can use it in a decision-making process from a business perspective. For example, I mentioned that I'm a manager of distribution engineering, work on L2 projects. And some of those projects could be multi-million-dollar projects, and we have to decide which projects we need to execute on. Before, I could only help in that decision-making process from a technical perspective, but now with the Tally training in finance, I could help in that decision-making process from both, technical and financial perspectives, just because of that training. So Tally has added to my toolkit that has already made a significant impact to my career. Another great thing about Tally is it facilitated the mentorship programs with experienced executives, which has been instrumental in providing guidance and insights necessary for my career progression. And lastly, I would say the program broadened my professional network significantly, which has proven to be a valuable asset in my career growth. So I had a great experience at Tally, and I'm glad I did it.
Now, Arthur, we always like to end our podcast on a positive note. Can you share any parting advice for our future generations on why they should be interested in pursuing a career in STEM?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was a kid, I was one of those kids, who opened up their toys to see, to look inside and see how it works. And when I was in high school, I had a passion for science and especially physics. So one of the first things I would say is, find your passion. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to find your passion. We spend about 8 hours a day at work. You might as well be passionate about it. And if you do find your passion, and if you don't have a passion yet, and you don't know what your passion is, I would recommend looking into STEM. Most people don't realize how broad the STEM field is. I know STEM is like science, technology, engineering, and math, but it's not just about engineering or just math or technology in terms of being a software engineer or creating cool gadgets. It's much broader than that. You can be an oceanographer, study of the ocean, acoustic engineer, study of sounds, and maybe work in the music or entertainment industry. Mycology, study of fungi. That's an interesting one. But regardless, STEM is such a broad field. I would recommend, look into it. If you haven't found your passion yet, there might be something that you might be interested in. And if you do end up finding your passion, put in the best effort that you can. And you have to remember, excellence is not about skill, it's an attitude. And with a great attitude, you can do almost anything. So to answer your question, why pursue a career in STEM? I would say STEM fields is at the forefront of playing a role in solving challenges of our time, like climate change, clean energy, or cybersecurity. And also STEM are in high demand and it's expected to grow. It will continue to grow. And so with that, it brings job security. And lastly, I would say, jobs in STEM have competitive salaries. You get your return on investment for going to college, in a STEM field. As for people of color, I'd say why people of color should be involved in this. I think it's vital for us to engage in this field. That ensures diverse voices and perspectives play a role in solving the complex challenges of our time. A diverse workforce brings unique perspectives and ideas, which lead more to creative and effective solutions to global challenges. We cannot just sit back. We have to lend our voice and be part of the solution.
Well, you know what, Arthur, even though, let's say I'm a little older than being one of our younger listeners, but I learned a lot from what you just said, and it's a very powerful message. And basically what I got out of it is don't limit your dreams. There's a lot of careers that you can pursue, and that the only thing that would stop you would be yourself. I find those words to be very, very encouraging. And Pittsburgh, we're lucky to have you here, man. And we, at some point, will have to have you back on our show, man, because you are very positive. In other words, you make a technical subject seem obtainable. And the way that you describe just the whole STEM movement, it sounds very interesting, and it's something that our young people really need to not limit themselves to exploring. And I want to just thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, and look forward to talking with you in the future.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
It doesn't matter the time nor the place, the conditions or transitions. Doesn't matter who you are or who you're with. Before, now, and always. Through all phases of life, Duquesne Light Company is here for you.
Port Authority has a new name, Pittsburgh Regional Transit, PRT for short. It's all about doing an even better job of getting people where they want to go every day. It's also about getting people where they want to go in their careers. PRT is looking for some new faces. We're hiring for every position. We offer great pay and benefits and a direct route to a great future. Go to rideprt.org/careers. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
UPMC is committed to addressing the health disparities that disproportionately impact African Americans in our communities. By driving education, training, and programming, and building relationships with our community partners, we can ensure that all individuals and families have access to the preventive care, screenings, and treatment that can lead to healthier lives. Learn more at upmc.com/health disparities.
Yeah, who's this? Don Stogie, it's me, Nick the Nub. Nicky, my boy, what you got for me? Boss, I got the bundle on some bad news about your best customer, Sammy Sticks. What, sleeping with the fishes? Nah, he's still with Wanda, but he's been herfing with the Cigar Fathers. The Godfathers? No, boss. Cigar Fathers, you know. Friendly, knowledgeable staff, live outdoor patio jams, and a wide selection of cigars and cigar accessories. Oh, how do you know so much about this place? Well, boss, because I've been coming back all week. What? Hey, I'm sorry, Don Stogie, but with everything Cigar Fathers is offering, I couldn't refuse.
The future of transit is now, and we are working to improve your ride. Look for bus tracking technologies and other innovations to keep you better informed. Getting around town has never been so easy. PortAuthority.org.
Do you like entertainment that provides diverse programming? Well, there's a new radio station that provides exactly that. Yes, Pittsburgh's diverse sports and entertainment network provides a mixed radio format and is the place for soulful music, sports talk, and lifestyle programming. Check us out at pghdsen.com. You'll be able to find our radio schedule with all of our exciting entertainment programs. Listen now by going to pghdsen.com.
Did you know that STD rates have increased in Allegheny County?
No, I did not.
Yeah, especially for people under 30.
Maybe I should go get tested.
In Allegheny County, symptomatic syphilis cases increased by 97% and gonorrhea cases by 18% in the past year. And having multiple STDs increases your chances of getting HIV.
Oh, wow. Do you know where I can go get tested?
The Public Health Clinic offers free walk-in STD and HIV screening located at 1908 Wiley Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA 15219.
It looks like I know what I'm doing tomorrow, getting tested, and I'll make sure to spread the word.
For more information, call 412-578-8081 or visit AlleghenyCounty.us/HIV.
We're back with the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report.
Hi, this is Debbie Norrell, and welcome to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report Community Calendar. The third annual Equity Awards presented by the YWCA of Greater Pittsburgh is scheduled for Friday, November 3rd at noon at the Omni William Penn Hotel. Meet the 2023 honorees. For ticket information, visit YWCA at ywcapgh.org. Join Black Women for Positive Change, PCTV, and key stakeholders for a free virtual webinar entitled Speaking on It, the Importance and Value of Black Men Within Their Families and Communities. This webinar will be part of the National Black Women for Positive Change annual month of nonviolence from Sunday, October 1st through Tuesday, October 31st. The safety of children begins at home. Help them reestablish the family tradition of communication and rediscover the therapeutic value of the mealtime family environment. This is one way to reduce violence and improve everyone's communication skills. For more information, call 412-689-1464 or email bw4pctv21.info@gmail.com. The virtual webinar takes place on October 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Pittsburgh Regional Transit is improving transit for every rider. They are adding QR codes to bus signs so you will know when your bus will arrive, making it easier to get on board with their mobile ticketing app, and investing in all-electric buses to help reduce emissions today to help improve air quality tomorrow. Yes, PRT is making changes, but more importantly, they are making a difference. The Frick Pittsburgh presents Pittsburgh and the Great Migration, Black Mobility and the Automobile. It's open now at Frick Pittsburgh Car and Carriage Museum. The automobile transformed the American landscape, and in doing so, it changed the lives of Black Americans. 2 million African Americans courageously fled the South during the first wave of the Great Migration from 1916 to 1945. Pittsburgh neighborhoods, like the Hill District, became a haven for Black communities to thrive. Buying a car was one of the first steps many took as they transitioned into the middle class. For Black Americans, buying a car in the mid-20th century was more than a symbol of making it. The automobile provided freedom of mobility. Pittsburgh and the Great Migration will feature well-known favorites, such as the 1914 Model T touring car and a 1922 Lincoln Model L. You'll also step back in time with period costumes and memorabilia. It's sponsored by PNC. Use promo code SOULPIT to save $2 on your ticket. Don't forget to visit thesoulpit.com for the latest in theater, musical entertainment, job opportunities, and health information. That's thesoulpit.com. Thank you for listening to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, brought to you by Pittsburgh Regional Transit. Looking for a great job with benefits? Check out their website, rideprt.org/careers. Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Pit Media Health and Business Report, hosted by Craig Dawson, Vice President, Soul Pit Media. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for your continued support.